G'day guys, and welcome to an Australia Day edition of Friday's Funny. So let's crack this bad boy open and start this week's edition of Friday's Funny with our first joke. Three blokes are working on a high-rise building. Well, there was Chook, Simo and Mac. Well, Chook falls off and kills himself instantly. The ambulance comes and takes him away. Mac says, "Geez, someone's going to have to tell his wife." Simo says, "I'll do it. I'm pretty good at these sensitive things." So he goes off. A couple of hours later he comes back with a slab of beer under his arm. And Mac says, "Where'd you get that from?" Simo says, "Well, from Chook's wife." Mac says, "Unbelievable. You go over, tell Chook's wife that her husband's dead and she gives you a slab of beer." And he goes, "Well, not exactly." I went up to her and says, "You must be Chook's widow." And she goes, "Don't be silly, I'm not his widow." And Simo says, "Well, I'll bet you a slap." A man and his wife are sitting in the living room when the man says to his wife, "Just to let you know that I don't ever want to be living in a vegetative state where, I've got to be dependent on a machine to keep me alive and being fed fluids through a bottle. That ever happens, pull the plug." So his wife gets up, pulls the plug from the TV, throws all his beer out. A jackaroo rides into town after months of rustling. He gets off his horse and dusts himself down and goes to the back of the horse and wipes his lips across the horse's arse. Walks up to the barman and asks for a glass of beer. The barman says, "I'm sorry mate, but I'm just going to have to ask." He says, "What's the whole deal with wiping your lip across your horse's arse?" The jackaroo says, "Oh, I've got chapped lips." The barman says, "Oh, does that cure it?" And he goes, "Nah, but it sure stops me from licking them." Well, that wraps up this Australia Day edition of Friday's Funny. Just remember guys, if you'd like to be featured on Friday's Funny, all the information will be down in the description bar. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week with another edition of Friday's Funny. And a happy Australia Day to all my Aussie mates.